hello, all you night readers. How are you? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everything's well. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Yeah, we are live. So let's see what our theme of the night will be. What will our theme tonight be? Hey, Pinky Lee, I'm doing great. How are you? I'm glad you're here, as always. Always glad you're here. All right, let's see what our thoughts of the day are. Hey, Kayla, welcome. Our thought of the day is long journeys. Long journeys. Doing okay. Doing all right. All right. So just remember that. Keep that in mind. Think about a long journey that you all want to take after all this is over, right? After it's all over, that's when you want to get your long journey in. So, all right, Pinky. Let's see what we got. Is Jamie, your niece, with you or against you? If you're not with me, you're against me, right? Yeah, see, a long journey. Thanks, Pinky Lee. I came in here early tonight to work on it, make sure it was all good. I sat here with headphones on and worked it over. Make sure there was no ghost in the machine. We don't want that. All right. So Jamie comes through as a dominant person who feels like everything is about money. Everything that they do is about money. Very sure of themselves. Very, very sure of themselves, but definitely I think their life revolves around money. I really think that's how it goes. Hey, Vic. So I think that's a big issue with them. Here I see with the Six of Cups where they're actually helping you. They're actually being kind to you, at least kind to your face. In front of you, they're being kind. Let's put it that way. In front of you, they're definitely being kind, but they're very naive as well. They're being very, very naive. They're young, but that does seem like with the page. Of course, the pages are messengers, right? Messengers and stuff. But this page in specifically the Page of Cups is very energized, very inspired. So, I'm not seeing anything that says that they're terrible until the end. I see the work you do obviously is taking hold. If you've done stuff with them and you've tried to get them to help you or anything, that's working. I spoke to her for the first time in a long time, so just curious. I just think that I'm not sure if she is older than you or not. It just seems like she wants to be. She's not against you. She just is overbearing. She's just going to turn out to be very overbearing. Try to take control a little bit too much. And I think that's going to be That might be the problem. Hey, Mr. Cat. Yeah, even being younger, then, I still see it's the same difference. I think they're gonna, she's gonna be a bit overbearing, a bit make you feel like she's really trying to control things, like play mind games with you. But not, yeah, I don't really see that she's against you. I just think that's something she does because she's, yeah, that's just something she does. I think just the way she is. Yeah, not easy to get along with. Well, that's pretty much right, because that's what I got with the king. So that was definitely what I got with the king. All right. What are Barnabas's intentions towards me? Vicky says. All right. What's Barnabas's intentions? No, I don't think a genius. Got the Five of Swords again. That's so weird, isn't it? It's so weird how you can shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and still end up picking random spots and get that same card, get the same thing. But I see Barnabas the same, I see Barnabas is traveling to come to you. If he is heading your way, he definitely has a route to travel. He has to, it's not going to be just a short little jaunt. It's more of a, more of a big trip that he'd have to take to come see you. I think you're a little further away than just a little half-hour car ride. Probably an hour or so at least in distance. But I think it might even be longer than that. And again, I see a lot of the same thing here with the mind games. I'm going to use the exact same thing because to me it's meaning the same thing in this reading as it did the last one. It's really meaning that he's into playing mind games because he's very immature. He can be very childish, very, very immature, and that's the problem. When he grows up, he wants to be more passionate, more romantic, stuff like that when he matures himself up a little bit. But right now, I see where he's immature now and plays the mind games. I think this is what he's aspiring to be. More like the King of Rods, the King of Wands. Career focused and passionate and romantic. But I don't think he's there yet. And he is, yeah, you said, yeah, he stays far. So there you go. Yeah, it's definitely a traveling thing. But in the end, I think you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy whichever way this goes. I think it's going to be, okay for you. I think, with the sun and stuff, I just think that oh, that's okay, Mr. Cat. Thank you very much for stopping in, though. I appreciate it. Talk to you later. I think with the sun and all that, you're in the mindset right now that you could kind of take him or leave him. And I think either way, you're going to end up being happy about it. I think either way, you're going to end up happy. So, whether he turns out to be a stud or a dud, you're going to be all right with it. You'll be fine. You always come out okay. Yeah. So, and that is the story. So I was talking to someone else, another person. Yeah, absolutely, Vicky Lee. Go right ahead. Vicky, I'm glad. I'm glad it resonates because that's important, obviously. I'm glad I could make that connection. So I was talking to somebody else with at length about how to get viewership up, how to make more people obviously come in and ask questions each time. And a couple things came up, and so I'm going to throw it out there. And if you guys have ideas about them, like them or don't like them, please tell me. Please just put it right in the chat. We don't care. That's the spot to do it, right? Yeah, we can definitely check my ash again too. Massey. I get it wrong every time. Massey. I do it every single time. I can remember details of readings right down to the last thing, and I can't get his name right ever. So weird. So one of the thoughts was changing the time to a different time, and another one of the thoughts was cutting back to only a few days a week. So this way, if people really wanted to see me, then if they really wanted readings from me, they would show up more on just certain days instead of knowing they could be here anytime, any day, every day. They could pop in and pop out. Hey, Diana. So those were a couple of the ideas. There was a couple more, but those were the ones that I was kind of throwing around. But I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. My wife and I were talking about it today. I could see, and that was my thought. Vic. It was twice a day. I could do like donation readings. I could do like one oracle card for free, right? Like today, our oracle card of the day is Long Journeys, right? From Echoes of Nature, Long Journeys. Remember, that's our 24-hour theme, by the way. So I was thinking I could do one of those. I could read one of those for people for free. And then if they wanted a single tarot card read, I could charge, like $2 or $3. And then if they wanted a full reading like we do here, like this, then they would, pay a little more. But I don't know. It's something, it's definitely something I'm thinking about. Okay, so Pinky had said, Pinky says, what are William's intentions towards you? William looks like he wants to be friends with you, or he is friends with you right now. But he's not going to be staying around for a long time. Yeah, he's definitely not staying around for a long time. You've got the Eight of Wands, which is obviously the movement card, right? The movement card. It's always moving. So I don't see where. I see where he's friendly with you now and everything, but I do see where he's on the move, and I see where you have a fresh ideas that are coming to you. You will, if you don't have it, you will have it. And again, we get the King of Pentacles, different deck even, and I still get the King of Pentacles coming up. So again, I see that he's very solid. He's very sure of himself. He enjoys his leisure time. He enjoys doing things that are, that get his mind off of things. So that's kind of the person I think he is. Yeah, I don't think he's terrible, but I just think he's very grounded. Oh, happy birthday, Vicky. Happy birthday. I'm glad you had a great birthday. And I see where you're kind of just waiting around for him blindly. You're waiting around to see what he's going to do. I think that's what you're doing. You want to see what he's going to do, so you're kind of just waiting around and not seeing anybody else or doing anything else spending time with anybody else at this point, because you want to see what he's doing. But I think he's really on the move. I really think he's on the move. Yeah, but he's friendly with you. Maybe put him in the friend zone. Just friend zone him, right? You're gonna have a clear picture of things. You will get a clear picture of things for sure. You'll see. But again, you'll rise up above it. You see, like we always do with the mountains. The mountains are your obstacles, and you're rising up above it. So that's definitely what's going on. Yep. All right, Pinky. All right, so Vicky, for your birthday, let's see what's going on with Massey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vicky. Happy birthday to you. Where is everybody? That's the problem, Pinky Lee. That is the problem. Where is everybody? That's what I'm trying to figure out, ways to overcome. Work on a plan. Now, who else is singing happy birthday on YouTube to you? I guarantee you won't get that on any other channel. Your friends are fasting. Well, there you go. There you are. No matter how much food that gets brought around them, they're saying, nope, I am not having that, because we are fasting right now. So they're not having any of that. I see you again as the Queen of Rods. I see you coming in as that friend that everybody wants to spend time with. And I think I've told you, I think we've been through that card several different times, because I really keep feeling that it keeps coming up for you. But yeah, you're the friend that people always come to with their problems, and they really want to talk to you. You're the family member that people go to when there's an issue. You're the one who everybody holds on to, and they want to know if things aren't going well, then they come to you. They come to you for answers and advice. I see, of course, with the King of Cups, you've got somebody who is really deep in thought. Yeah, he needs to acknowledge what his feelings really are, his true feelings. He has to acknowledge what his true feelings are. He can't keep suppressing them. That's for sure. But he's very smart. He's very he's very interested in what's going on down here. He's not interested in looking out at people. He's interested in kind of what's going on just in his little spot. You can see where he's reading the book and he's just looking down, so I see that. He's just kind of in his regular little spot. I do see, and it's not really a joke. I don't say it jokingly, but yeah, the whole fasting thing, I can definitely see where people are offering stuff. People are offering stuff to you, and you're just not interested in it. Hello, Vane Acuna. You can absolutely ask a question. Just put it in the comments, and I will get to it for sure. Okay, thank you. Thanks for being here. So I think that's the problem. I mean, I think there's a lot of options going on, but I really think that he's just denying them all. He's in denial of that, of the options that are out there. And I don't think he realizes that as the days go by and as time goes by and stuff like that, he could be extremely happy. He could have all the things he ever wanted, everything that he really wants and everything that would make you guys both happy. Day after day after day goes by and he doesn't see that. I feel like he's up here. He's the one down here, falling off and not paying attention because he wasn't paying attention to what he's missing here. So that's kind of what I see with him, Vic. Yeah. It's unfortunately, it turns out a lot of times, a lot of the cards are basically the same that I get for that reading, but it's okay. Happy birthday, though. Happy birthday. Okay, so Vane over on Facebook wants to know about my daughter, Joanna. What do I see for her? What do I see is going to go on with her, or is there something going on specific right now? Is it school or work or relationship? I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll see. We'll let the cards tell us, right? You're welcome, Vic. Always welcome. Always glad you're here, and I'm always always happy to do readings for you. Just life. Okay. That's good. Like I said, we'll see what the cards say, and we'll find out. Okay. All right. I don't know if this is looking into the past of things that have happened, within the last 6 months, or if this is looking into the future of things that are going to happen in the next 6 months. I'm not exactly sure. I'm almost thinking it's the past because the Knight of Swords is heading this direction, and this is towards the past. That would be towards the future, right? So if we read from left to right, that would be the past and that would be the future. So I see the Knight of Swords coming in here extremely quickly and heading towards the past. And so I really think this is in the past 6 months. Some of these things have happened to her. I think she's had her heart stolen. I think she had a horrible breakup and somebody stole a piece of her heart. They stole a part of her that she can't get back. You just don't get back. She gave a lot. She gave and gave, and they still stole from her. They still stole something from her. I see, where it causes her anxiety. It's causing her sadness. It's causing her not to sleep. It's having, sleep issues. And she doesn't really want to see. She doesn't want to see what's coming next. She didn't want to see it then. She had her head down. She's got her hand over her eyes. She doesn't want to see what's really going on. But what's going on, of course, was this bad breakup. Again, it's just bad breakups. It's swords and swords and swords and swords. Just bad things. I think the breakup was caused by a third person. I think it was, she was with somebody for quite a while. For a while. I say quite a while. Maybe just a while, but I see where a third person got involved in this, and that's really what caused the issues. And I do see where, she feels like she was responsible for it. She kind of felt like, she had to take responsibility for it. Like she pushed the person away to this other person, or, she felt responsible for a while about it. And that's kind of what's making the depression and the anxiety, because she's feeling that way. What do I see coming down the road here for her? I mean, I've got the 10 of Wands upside down. I got the Queen of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So let's go with those. Let's go with those and see. You figure the 10 of Wands is usually a burden, and so it's really a burden lifted when it's upside down. You have that burden that is taken off of her. So the burden of thinking it was her responsibility will go away. She will realize, you know what? This wasn't my fault. This was just somebody else's doing. Somebody else did this. She'll relieve herself. She'll feel relief. She will get rid of that burden. I think she's kind of like the Queen of Wands, just like I was telling Vicky before, if you heard. She is a friend. She's the friend that everybody wants to come to. And again, you got the friendship card right after it, which is great. The 3 of Cups shows that she has a lot of friends and a lot of support right now. So she is that advisor. She's focused on, she's got to focus on living her life. And she's got to rely on her friends, her actual friends, the ones that are closest to her and the ones that she actually, the ones she trusts and the ones that are trustworthy. She has to always watch that, because you can always see, they all look like friends, but this one over here always looks like she's giving the side eye kind of thing. But I think they're all trustworthy, and that's what she's got to do. She's got to rely on her friends to get her through a difficult time. And that's what I think, this is only my opinion in reading cards, because all readings are for entertainment purposes only. But that's what I think has happened, and that's how I think she's going to get through it. So you got the big reading tonight, Vane. You got the 8-card reading. Yahoo. So, yeah, I hope things go okay for her. You're very welcome. You're over on Facebook. If you could give me a thumbs up over there and follow my the Night Reader Tarot page, that would be awesome. Was I close to any of it? I may be. I could be completely wrong. That's just the luck of tarot, right? Either good luck or bad luck, according to how you take it. But like I said, that's just how I interpret the cards. It just seemed that there were so many swords out there that it just didn't look like things had been going well. Can you ask about your husband? Sure. Absolutely. All right, let's see how things look for him. Yeah. Thank you, Kitty Cat, for reminding everyone how they can donate if they would like to donate to keep the channel going. Any money that I collect from donations goes right back into the channel, and it helps me build things up and make things the best that I possibly can for everybody. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I see he's a smart guy. Your husband is a smart person. He's a very smart man. But, however, he likes to look before he leaps sometimes. He likes to, just kind of go along in life and not think about exactly what's going on at the moment. I can't say that he's really smart but he acts like the fool. But, that's kind of how it goes. It's, he's a very serious person, very intellectual, very predominant. I think he's very predominant in your marriage. But I see where he is, how he, is jokes around, and how he's not always, he doesn't always have to be serious. He's serious when he has to be, but not all the time. And he's got that strength. He's got the strength that, that he needs. Hey, AJ Stephanie Underwood. Welcome from Facebook. So he has that strength that he needs, and every marriage needs strength, right? Every marriage needs strength because it's not easy. Marriage is never easy, right? But look at it. You've got a happy marriage. It seems like you have a very happy marriage. Everybody is there. You're okay. You're okay with money. You're okay. You've got the family, the husband and the wife, and the rest of the family around, and the baby. That would be your daughter, even though she's not a baby, but she's your baby, right? So, but you feel like, or he feels like he's carrying a little bit too much of the load. He carries a lot of the load, and I think that all has to do with the seriousness part, and that predominant part. So he carries things. He carries everything on his shoulders, and doesn't spread it out. He doesn't. When there's something going on, he takes it all. He takes it all on for himself. And I think that's, I just think that's the way he is because of this predominance and this seriousness. Sometimes he feels like he has to control things. This card shows control, and this card shows that he's really taking a lot of things on himself. So, the bookends, and they kind of go together. But in the middle, I see happiness, and I see really good things. Like I said, I see where he can be very playful. He can be very outgoing, very energetic, just oblivious to things that are kind of going on around him sometimes, but very optimistic. And he has the strength to move forward with everything. He always has, no matter how bad things get, he stays strong and moves forward, and your family is happy. So, have a happy family. So that's what I see for your husband, Vane. So AJ Stephanie Underwood, that sounds like your husband too. Well, there you go. You're very welcome, Vane. You're welcome. Yeah. There you go. You guys aren't married to the same person, right? I don't think so. If you have a question, just put it in the comments and we will absolutely get to it. You're the Stephanie part of the AJ Stephanie Underwood group. Got it. Yeah, if you guys are interested in my website, it's nightreadertarot.com. You can find everything you need there: Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and send comments. You can send comments through there that'll come right to me in my my email, which works very well. I found out last night. Also, you can make donations there. You can also set up private readings. So, if you get a chance, take a minute and type it in there and check it out. nightreadertarot.com. nightreadertarot.com. So, yeah, you'd love a reading about your marriage. Okay. I can do that. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, Stephanie. All right. So Stephanie says, I would like a love reading about my marriage. It just jumped right out at me. All right. A love reading about your marriage. You got Justice and Temperance. All right. Justice and Temperance. Very interesting. Okay. All right. So you're working on something right now, but you feel like it'll be a good outcome. You're hoping that the cards will agree. I see where you're working on something. That's for sure. You have the Justice card, and there's something right and something wrong there, and there's not the balance is off a little bit. There will be justice in the end. Obviously, this should have come at the end of your reading, because there will be an ending and there will be an outcome. There definitely will be an outcome. Now you've got the Page of Rods, and I think this is showing that somebody kind of was thinking that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. And since it's only a page and they're young and they're, usually kind of immature and stuff and all, this page gets very excited though about life. And so he's stacked up the boxes and stuff so he can see that the grass is greener on the other side. However, the Page of Cups kind of tells me that, again, same thing. He's energized. He's inspired. There's somebody, I shouldn't say he, but one of you is very energized, very inspired, very encouraged, very motivated, energized, and inspired. Two cards that really go together. These guys could be friends. They could almost be friends, right? So I definitely see that. But like I said, I think somebody was interested in what was happening on the other side of that fence. I definitely think that. You got Temperance. And Temperance also means balance, just like Justice kind of has balance built into it, because Justice has the scales, right? You can barely see them, but they're real dark right there in front. And they do have the scales. And here you've got, it's not a scale, but it's balanced. She's got the two things of water that are perfectly balanced on her shoulder. So you have that balance. And, you just, you want peace of mind. You want peace of mind. And that's basically, what it comes down to. You want to feel good about everything. You want to feel good about all of this whole, your whole marriage. The whole marriage obviously is a journey. And I say this a lot of times. You've never heard it, but I say it a lot of times. Temperance is on that journey. She's showing you that journey. She's starting off here at the bottom of the stairs. She's got all these stairs to go up, and the stairs at the top head off that way, which is your future. So you want to have that happy future. You want that good balance in your future. You want it to be just the way you want it. You want it to be just how you want it, because it's going to make you happy. And then there's the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is just a matter of, things happening right now. Things are happening right now that you can't influence. You can't change the outcome right this minute, because you have the Wheel of Fortune and it just keeps going and going and going. So, things are out of control. Things you are not, that you're not able to influence. But it also means, you have to deal. You have to deal, especially in a marriage. You have to deal with the ups and the downs. So you get the ups and downs, and that's kind of the Wheel of Fortune. You see, you got people going up, you got people down. And that's a huge thing. Now, what will the outcome of this whole thing be? I get this, I get this, and I get that. I think somebody's looking for perfection. Because as you see here, this person is working. They're doing work, right? They're working, and it's someone in your family that works, right? Somebody's working. But I see this person is working, and they're not happy with any of the stuff they make. Every one of these is different than the other one. Everyone's different than the other, because they haven't found the perfect one yet. They haven't made that perfect one yet. And I definitely think that's part of the problem. One of you is a perfectionist, and it's just that's not gonna fly. You have the Moon card there, which is basically just sadness and hiding within yourself, and kind of just crawling up inside yourself, holding on to what you got and what you're feeling and what you're thinking. But I think that's not for very long, because you've got the Hangman, and the Hangman says that you're really looking at all of this. You're looking at all this the wrong way. Nobody has to be perfect. Nobody has to be sad. Nobody has to be, curled up in a ball and unhappy. Nobody has to be that way. Life does not have to be up and down all the time. You want to take that temperance road. And just take it slow and move forward. That's what you want. You really want to move forward. And you have to start by taking the next step. So do I think, what do I think the big outcome is? I think the big outcome is things will work out. This is going to be so vague when I say it, and it's going to be like, so, oh, you dummy, why in the world did you even say it? But things are going to work out just the way they're going to work out. There's no way to influence the outcome. There really isn't. It's already on a course that has an outcome to it. It already has an outcome to it. And that's, that's where justice really came in. And I think that's already been you kind of know, all I can say is you kind of know exactly where this is going. You already know exactly how this is going to go. So that's my big finale. Well, Vane and Stephanie, you both got the huge 8-card readings tonight. Hello, Sailor Moon. I saw you come in. I'm sorry, I was on a train, and I was afraid that train was going to derail if I didn't stay on it. But I am happy that you're here. Stephanie, you're very welcome. You are very welcome. Yeah, Stephanie said, makes sense. She thinks that you're both looking for perfection. Because the people on YouTube can't see Facebook comments and vice versa. So I put the Facebook comments up for the YouTubers and stuff. So Sailor Moon's question is, how will I do in my practice crafts? How will you do practicing crafts? Excuse me. I'm starting it as a freelancer. Okay. Well, that's good. That sounds like fun. That's what my wife does. She does crafts all the time. She made this. She made my tarot cloth for me. She painted it. She hand painted the whole thing. So, yeah. She's craftsy. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. Heat Journey, welcome. Welcome, Heat Journey. Thank you for coming. Absolutely, you can ask a question. Just type it in the comments, and I will get to it right after this reading. And, hey, High Priestess Illumination, HPI. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here, too. It makes me happy when everybody's here. All right. How do I see your practicing crafts going? You're starting off with judgment too. And I think that's going to be part of the problem. You think people are going to judge you. So Heat Journey, yeah, you can ask a question, just type it in the comments and definitely I'll get to it. So you're going to feel like you're being judged by the crafts that you're doing. That's always something that's always there in the back of your mind, right? Oh, they're gonna judge me, but you also get some type of relief from it. You'll also get you'll get that fresh start. So judgment also means that there's a fresh start, and that's your craft business. I see where you're going to be working by yourself more than with a group. You'll work alone, but you'll do well by yourself better than you would if somebody else was helping you. So I definitely think working by yourself will be the way to go. You've got the whole world in your hands. I could sing the song, I guess. But you got the Two of Wands, and it just shows that you're contemplating the future. You're contemplating what's going to happen in the future, which is what you're doing. That's basically what you're doing by asking the question, is contemplating your future. I feel like you're going to do something, and something that you do that you really like, somebody is going to steal the idea, or you're going to talk to somebody about it and they're going to do it first. They're going to do it before you can do it. And that's really going to hurt. That's going to hurt your feelings. It's going to make you hurt because it's going to be somebody that Yeah, I think somebody's going to steal an idea from you. I think, one idea. And like I said, that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt in a lot of different ways. So that's something to think about. Definitely something to think about. But again, don't make career decisions based on 5 tarot cards. These are entertainment purposes. Just for entertainment. So, yeah, I'll pull you a couple more. There you go. 3 cards. 3-card Monty. Strength, there you go. Choices, and the upside down 6 of Cups. Which means you are not going to give away your secrets. You're not going to tell anybody your secrets now. That's how you fix this. That's how you fix this, by not sharing your secrets. You're not sharing with You're not sharing with someone. You can see that, right? The 6 of Cups is like a sharing card. How he's sharing. Stop blurring. He's sharing with her, but when it's upside down, now he's not sharing with her. So, to fix your 7 of Swords issue, to fix somebody stealing your ideas problem, you just don't share them out loud, right? That will give you a ton of choices. It's going to give you a lot of choices. It's going to give you it's also going to put up this wall to help you just move forward and not look back. You don't want to look back. You want to move forward. And you can see the guy here he's heading this direction. At the end of this path, he's going that way, which is your future. So you don't want to go back to the past, so you can't. You've built up this wall of cups, and you just can't go back. So you're moving forward. I think it's great. And then you have strength. You have strength. You have the strength to keep this going, and you have the strength to make this arts and crafts business work. I really think that you can make it work. So, strength. That's all you need. All you need is strength. Bump, 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 bump. All you need is strength. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, so that's it. That's why I said, that's why you got the other cards, the 3 of Pentacles upside down, because you're going to have, you need to work, you're going to work better on your own. And you want to make sure you keep things to yourself. And that's all. That's all it is. That's the way you remedy the problem. Keep things to yourself. So, all right. Okay. Heat Journey, you had a question back here, I know. Can I ask, okay, will you and Aaron reconcile on a friendship level? All right, let's see. Let us see. Will you and Aaron reconcile on a friendship level? All right, Heat Journey. You and Aaron reconcile on the friendship, in the friendship zone. Okay. All right. Awesome. Come back in tomorrow, Sailor Moon. I enjoy you when you're here. We always like to see you. That King of Pentacles, I'll tell you, he's a popular guy tonight. You got court cards and majors. That's all you have here is majors and courts. So you're starting off with Temperance as well. And obviously something has happened between the two of you that needs to that you want to resolve. You want resolved. You want to feel happy. You want to feel like you have, inner peace. You have that whole feeling of inner peace going on. You want that. You want that balance. Again, it's a balance. You can see she's balancing the rocks in her hands. You want to feel that balance. All right? But I also see now the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is that friend. She, even as mean as she looks, she is the friend. She's the person that everybody comes to. When there's a problem, friends or family, they come to you. They come to you to really to help them. To help them with ideas or advice or anything like that. I see that he is a fatherly type of figure, though. I don't know if that resonates in any type of way or not, but I do see there's, a responsibility and a structure that goes along in this relationship. I do see somebody who is solid and strong, but they enjoy the good life. They really enjoy, having money and spending money and being able to show money off, stuff like that. I really see that's kind of the way he is. And then I have the Page of Swords, which just means to me that he is he's very immature. He's just very immature, and he acts childish at times. And not that it's a terrible thing, sometimes to be immature and all, but when you need to be serious, you have to be serious. And this person is not that way. They are not serious when it's time to be serious. They are just, they're just young. They're young. They're a page. It's a page, and that's a young person. But usually they're bringing a message. They're bringing messages to you. And you can see here, he's got a message in his hand. So that message is most likely to you. The message would be, we need to be friends for different reasons. There's reasons we need to be friends, and so let's do it. Let's just put each other in the friend zone and not, go any further than that. So I think that I think getting back together is a possibility. I definitely think it is. I just think that, I think in the end you can see with the Ten of Pentacles, just everything turns out to be good. Things turn out to be the way that you want them to be. Everything's relaxing. Everybody's able to just relax. You got the whole family showing up here on the wall. But I think it's gonna, I think you're gonna find that things will work out okay, and you'll be happy about it in the end. But again, I see money. I see him with lots of money. All right. So that's what I get for you, Heat Journey. Thank you so much for asking, and thanks for being here. Please hit like and subscribe if you would. That'd be awesome. There it is. Like and subscribe. It sounds cringy. I'm not sure what cringy is, but it could be cringy, I guess. But it makes sense to you. It makes sense. And that's the important part. Explain cringy, and then I can tell you if it sounds like that. So, all right. So who else has questions? If anyone else. Yeah, I love the Alice in Wonderland deck. It's always interesting. It's very colorful. It always shows a lot of movement, around, showing, again, forward or back, stuff like that. Or even different, all kinds of different directions it shows. It gives a lot of that. So it's a good deck to read. Oh, okay. Makes you sick about thinking how crappy things are. Yeah. I see in the end though that you end up being content with with it. You end up being content with the way things go. That's for sure. That Ten of Pentacles definitely shows contentment. You could see it where she was sleeping and she had all the cats and all. It was a nice little scene. And pictures of the family on the wall above her, and also, you have family looking down, looking out for you and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't think it was a terrible reading. I don't think it's terrible. I just think it's truthful, and that's sometimes the truth hurts, right? Sometimes the truth hurts. Tarot reading is not always, hey, it's going to be a great outcome, unfortunately. Sometimes they're just not always perfect. You have to accept the immature person first telling me to be friends. Yeah. Yep. And that immaturity is absolutely there with the Page of Swords. He just does stuff he does stuff without thinking. Almost like the Fool card. He does things without thinking. And that's the problem. All right, Kayla, will Billy visit again? All right, let's see what we get for that. Again, Billy shows up as the King of Pentacles. He's shown up that way in 2 different readings. You're very welcome, Heat Journey. I'm glad I could answer your question for you. Let's see what we get. We need the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the King, the Knight of Cups, or at least the King of Pentacles to come out. And that'll show if he's going to show up. And there it is, the Lovers. What did I tell you? What did I say? How crazy. And what's this one? The High Priest. All right. So, yeah, I think he's going to show up again because of that. Just because of that right there at the end. You're really... Oh, let's see. You're really protected by him. Even though we said yesterday, it's scary. Yeah. Exactly. So even though you were scared and you were willing to go out and just sleep in the cold even, to do it, he still thinks that he is protecting you. And you think, hey, listen, I better build more walls because this is scaring the crap out of me. This is really scaring me. But I see where you look out, you have you're looking outside of the box. You're looking outside of, just that little area that you're in, that bubble that you're in, right? You're able to look out and see what's going on in other places and other things, and you can kind of, you get to know what it is. You know what's going on with him now. After last night, or 2 nights ago when it happened and it scared the daylights out of you, you kind of know now that he doesn't control it. He really can't control it. He's just there, and things happen. But then the Lover's card, and I named four cards in the beginning that needed to come up. Either the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Lovers, or the King of Pentacles. And sure enough, one of those four came out. Out of all the cards, out of 78 cards, the Lovers came up. And that's just to show you that, he'll be back. He will be back. Okay, Kayla? He can't control it. Cody Christine over on Facebook, how are you? How are you doing? You would like to have see if there's any messages that I have for you. You're welcome, Kayla. It's a reading for KP from KR. It's very nice to have you here, Cody Christine. And thank you for coming in. Thank you for asking a question. If you would, on Facebook, if you would give me a thumbs up and thumbs up, there it is, and hit follow on my Facebook page, the Night Reader Tarot Facebook page, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And let's see what messages are out there for you. Okay. Hey, Siba, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Well, you have an incredible reading. You have an incredible reading. Let me get rid of this so everybody can see it. There. If I just take those out, look how incredible that is. You've got the World, the Sun, and the Ten of Cups. All of that. About the four happiest cards you could possibly get. Three out of the four. The only other one would have been maybe the Ten of Pentacles. Would be super happiness. But then we have these. So let's talk about those. The death card is not death. It's just the ending of something. Something is going to end. So you're very happy. You're really happy. You've been really happy. But something at this point in time is going to end. And then something new is going to come from it. Something new is going to start right after it. I've had this card in other decks that it's called Death and Rebirth. And that's basically what it is. It's going to be, it's going to be the end of one thing and the start of something new. So, and you can kind of see that here, it's the end of him, but the start of him. And the start of these people over here. So it doesn't necessarily mean death. However, you move into the Page of Swords, and you have someone in your life right now who is extremely immature. Somebody who's immature. You get that feeling. I get that feeling, I should say, that, there's somebody there that on the other side of this you meet up with at some point, and they are extremely immature. But I see where your family is happy, very happy. And I see where you're very happy again, kind of bookends, the World and the Sun. The world is just coming together of everything. finding your place, finding your purpose. And the sun is happiness and light and joy. You know, those are ways to describe it. So I would describe both. You know, I would say, you know, this is your life. Your life is doing very well. You just have something going on. You've got something going on that's something with, again, with a person who's very immature, who is, you know, kind of on the fence about stopping things, but they are also, you know, they also want to restart something. It doesn't make sense to me for some reason. I'm not seeing where that connection is, because I have just all this happiness. You know, even the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is happiness and attainment. It shows that you have attained everything you've wanted to. You know, these are the next three cards I get. And I show that things are going to kind of stay the same. I also show, though, that, you know, you're dwelling. You're not dwelling on negativity. You're kind of rejoicing in the happiness, because it's upside down, right? So usually this is all about dwelling in negativity and all, but it's really upside down. It's kind of basking in your happiness. But something is bothering you. Something is bothering you, and that's what the message is. Whatever it is that's bothering you, look all around you. You have to look all around you, because everything else, your family and everything, and you should be very, very happy with your life at this point right now. So I think that's kind of where things are going with that reading, Cody, Christine. So I hope that makes sense to you in a way. I hope it makes sense to you somehow, and you can make sense of it better than I did. I don't know. I was a little confused with those two cards in the middle, because the rest of it was so good. But yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm glad I could do the reading. Yeah, so all right, so Siba, this will be our last reading also. Siba wanted to know if she could have an energy update of T towards her. So let us see what we get. Okay. What's going on with T? What's he feeling? What's his energy? All right. He's struggling, that's for sure. He's struggling financially. He's struggling to, he feels like he's, he has more bills, obviously, than he's able to pay right now. He's not able to give out money, and that's a struggle for him. So he's someone who is always a risk taker, very adventurous, very fiery, very energetic, but he can't be right now because he just doesn't. He's really kind of focused on this whole lack of money deal that's going on with him right now. I think it'll work out in the end for him. I think, in the end for him, it's going to work out with justice. With justice being the big finale. Well, not the big finale, but justice is doing the right thing and doing the wrong thing. You got to know what's right and what's wrong, and that's kind of where he is right now. That's what his energy is. But I also see the Ace of Pentacles to end it here, and that is some type of financial reward, and that's that's kind of what that energy is of him. And unfortunately, nowhere does it really say what his energy towards you is. It's just showing me a lot of what is him. A lot of him. I see the next card is the Seven of Cups, and I see where he has to make choices, and I would imagine that has to do with you. That's kind of the thing with you. And then the next card after that, I have the Sun, which means it turns out well. The choices turn out well. So I think he's coming toward you, and things are going to turn out well. I think he makes the right choice because everything's happy in the end. That's what I see for you, Siba. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so that was my last reading. I hope you all had a good time. Thank you so much for being here. Again, we'll be back tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And we will do this all over again. All right, so come back tomorrow night with your questions, and we will get them answered. All right, I hope you all have a good night, and be well. Thank you. Bye now.